Hello, welcome to the next edition of the Succaneer. As you can see, the score is a little lopsided. Did not start out that way. We were down 10-0. However, thanks to the play of Sony Michel, who is now over 1,000 rushing yards on the year, and Jalen Ramsey, who has 3 interceptions this game. The Buccaneers are smashing Tennessee as the Buccaneers look to go 7-0. And there's Thurber hits. There we go, Cole. All right, starting to get that speed. Thurber's been a little erratic. He's got a couple picks. One of them was on a deep pass, so it didn't really matter. It was essentially a punt. And like I said, Sony's been running good. Blunt's been running good, but it's a fourth quarter. Let's have some fun. Let's get some stats. So let's see what we can get here. Oh my. Oh. No. Not so much fun. That's second pick by Keanu Neal. Yeah. Get a little too gunslingery, and Thurber's not quite hitting his guys. He's been doing all right this game. He's hit some passes. He's just a little wild on some others. And other good news, after this week, the Titans have allowed the Buccaneers to get another superstar, Denzel Ward, the corner. They said, hey, he's impressing coaches, yada, yada, yada. If he gets 2 of any of the following: tackles for loss, interceptions, forced fumbles, sacks, all this stuff. So I figure the best way to get some big plays is to scheme up some sacks. So I put him in the slot on defense and blitzed him, and he has 3 sacks this game already as a corner. So after this game, he will be elevated from a star to superstar, which is awesome, because the more superstars we have, the better we can do. Defense is playing pretty well. First couple drives, they just allowed them to walk up and down the field. Ended up holding a field goal and drive. They got a touchdown, another. I was stupid and went for deep in my own territory just for the heck of it when I was smashing him, which led to another score. But overall, this defense, after the first 2 drives of the game, has been pretty lights out. Not much resistance. And they got the strong arm Josh Allen, and he was money that first drive. First couple drives, he was hitting Michael Thomas on some passes. And they got Jordan Reed. Oh, there's a damn goal on that one. Had some nice blocking on that play. It's all right. It's okay. I saw Brandon Cooks running by. Brandon Cooks was traded once again in the NFL today. I saw the Rams traded him to the Texans. Of course, the Houston Texans would trade for somebody. I really don't know what they're doing. It's like they're trying to go all in, but then they're not going all in because they had Jadeveon Clowney. They knew they were going to make a playoff run, but they traded him anyway because they didn't feel like they were going to be able to re-sign him. They trade away DeAndre Hopkins, and they get David Johnson and a second-round pick. And today they trade a second-round pick, and they get Brandon Cooks, which, I mean, he's a really productive receiver, but at the same point in time, he's had a ton of concussions. He has a ton of money left on his contract, and it's like, I don't know if the net result is what you want to see. I mean, we know that they gave up a lot of draft capital to get Laramie Tunsil, which left tackles, I mean, it's difficult to find like premier left tackles, but multiple first round picks So who knows? Who knows what the who knows what they're doing? Bill O'Brien. Yeah, 4 rushing touchdowns. If I can get a 5th, that will tie the NFL record. So I think we're going to look to try to get a 5th. We're also going to get over some passing yards here. Hopefully he won't throw some interceptions. Oh, so come on, buddy. Got to hit that. Yeah, we're just above 50% passing, which is not ideal, but I mean, it could be worse. Ooh, man. Not a good play call by me. Yeah, we're at midfield. We'll go for it. Why the heck not? Alright, let's go single back. Oh, wow, they're stacking one. I'm going deep, and I'm hoping and praying to God that they don't hit me before I can throw it. Oh, my gosh. I thought I had Butler there, but jump ball is not in the cards. Oh well. It's alright. YOLO. That's what the Succaneer's about. Oh man, that was almost another interception. Yeah, we're doing a lot of blitz in this game. When I started putting pressure on Josh Allen, he started playing worse. So we're going to blitz him. I'm blitzing corners, blitzing linebackers. Oh, my word. And he just threw a pick 6. Ooh, yeah. Is that the ageless Joe Hayden? Yes, indeedy it is. I'm playing him at some safety because I have 4 really good corners. I traded for the veteran, and I play him in nickel, but I play a lot of man, so I play him a lot as a corner, and he's more than capable of covering tight ends, running backs, and some wide receivers. So pick 6 for Joe Hayden. Good for him. Savvy veteran, working that secondary, helping to teach the young guys how to play. Now, if you notice, but in honor of the Buccaneers unveiling their new uniforms, I'm wearing the Super Bowl era uniforms, back when they had Chucky, which are nearly the same thing as their new ones. They're like, hey, we're switching up our uniforms, and we're making them almost exactly the same as we did a few years ago. I don't know. I didn't mind their current ones where they made the flag on the helmet a little bit bigger. They incorporated shades of the creamsicle in the uniforms with a little bit of orange here or there to kind of reminisce of the older days. I wish they would have went with the creamsicles, like full on embraced it. That swashbuckler, the knife in his mouth. I mean, my favorite color is orange, so I'm a little biased when it comes to those uniforms, but I liked them. It was something different. The Browns and the Bengals have orange, but it's more of the darker shade. The Broncos use a little bit of orange in theirs. I really like the Bears uniforms when they have some orange in theirs. And my favorite is their Michigan Wolverine-esque uniforms with the stripes in the helmet. The throwbacks the Bears have. But anyway, alas, the Buccaneers are not going to use the creamsicles, so I'm wearing these today to show off the new old uniforms for the Buccaneers, but I think next week we're going back to the creamsicles, because why not? Oh, there's Sony. Get off me. Oh, I stiff-armed him, but momentum kind of took me out of bounds. Approaching 200 yards rushing. Let's keep him fresh when we get to the goal line, and let's just pound some rock with LeGarrette Blount. If I keep up on this pace right now, I'm not even at mid-season. Sony's over 1,000 already, so I'm going to shoot for 2,000 for Sony. With Blount, he's over 500, so now that it's only a two-man rotation, with the occasional Cordell Patterson, he hasn't been doing a whole lot, to be honest. I should be able to get Blunt over 1,000 yards as well for the year, so that'll be fun. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if we can hit Butler over the middle on this, or maybe Patterson out in the flat. See what opens up here. Oh man, oh I had my R1 receiver open there, but 46. Yeah, we'll pin him back there. See if we can get a safety. Anger almost had a punt blocked earlier. He kind of double clutched it. Oh, 3-yard line. I'll take that every day. I like it. But he double clutched it earlier and kind of took an extra half second in the animation when he was receiving the punt, and nearly had it blocked. But all right, so we're on the 3. Gonna blitz. See what we can get going on here. Out. Try to shoot the gap with some linebackers. Couldn't get any penetration. That's all right. We're in the 8. We can still get a sack here. Let's go full on. Under smoke. I'm going to run press on the outside. Hopefully chuck them at the line and then blitz everybody else. Oh. Even better than a safety. Yeah. Sack, fumble, touchdown, and some buck goose. Yeah, baby, I love it. Yeah, you saw that up there. Tennessee has 7 turnovers. That's right. Oh, fun days. I think sacks and sack fumbles are my favorite thing. Interceptions are nice. I love getting the interceptions with the DBs and the returns because they're few and far between. But man, just knocking that quarterback down, then it's 2nd and 23, or slamming that kick return and having the ball go careening across the turf. It's just something about that. Just makes me feel all happy inside. Ooh. Learn how to tackle, guys. Ooh, Josh Allen at 50%, 19 of 38, 4 interceptions. This Tennessee team is not built like the real-life Titans. Their offensive line is significantly worse. I don't think any of them on this team are over an 80 overall. And they got Damian Williams as opposed to Derrick Henry. Damian Williams, a nice piece on a really good Chiefs offense as like a lead guy in a run-first team. Not so much. Time to punt. See what we can do. I'm really like Justice Hill since I picked him up. He was playing for somebody's practice squad, you know, after the Jerick McKinnon trade. And he's done a fine job. Hasn't had any touchdowns yet on special teams. Nearly broke one last game. But yeah, he's doing all right. Yeah, let's see if we can get Thurber some yards here. Get Sony underneath. He does a little bit of everything, man. He's not going to break the record, but maybe we can hit the record. Maybe we can hit 300 yards passing and get Sony his 5th touchdown. Stacking the box. All right. Oh, man. Just couldn't quite squeeze through that hole. Oh man, that was a bad pass. That was actually going to Martavis Bryant. It nearly went to Mecole Hardman. Let's see what we got here. Alright, gonna run Patterson right up the seam. Maybe hit Tate in the flat. We'll see where they go. There we go. Look at Cordero. Well, they had Ryan Kerrigan out there trying to cover him. He ain't gonna cover Cordell Patterson. I mean, Kerrigan's a fine athlete, but definitely not a coverage guy. I like running this kind of double fullback set, and I have Patterson in there as well as Auden Tate. I run a strong formation with both my fullbacks and true dual fullback set. Oh, wide open. Let's just throw to him. There we go. Tiptoe. Hey, 300 yards, 316 yards, 3 interceptions. I'm not too worried about that. Let's see. Let's keep rolling with this. See if I can get Tate back over the middle in the comeback, or him and Latimer are going to come back. Oh my. It's a little risky there. It's alright, we got to let it fly. Try some new stuff. Try some new formations. You guys don't want to see the same plays over and over again. I mean, I do kind of have my bag of tricks I like to use, but I like mixing it up, especially in blowouts, because you never know, might find a new play you like. Alright, I'm going to see if Butler's over the middle and then Hardman on the right side. They got their star corner over there, Xavier Howard, but oh well. Maybe you can blow by him. Oh my. That would have been a good play if he would have put the ball anywhere near him. 3rd and 10. We gotta give Sony a chance here. The counter can be a pretty nice play if the blocking's right. Oh, the blocking is not right. We're going for 4th and 5. I try to hit McElroy over the middle. Just get the first down. There we go. Stay in the red zone. First catch of the game. All right, Michelle, this is your area. This is your zone. There we go. That's what happens when the counter works. 5th rushing touchdown. Ties an NFL record. Wonder if he'll be a X-Factor superstar. We already upgraded him from a star to superstar. Hopefully get him up to the X-Factor. It unlocks more abilities. By the way, when he hit the superstar, his ability that was unlocked was faster spin animations, which is interesting because he has got I want to say somewhere around an 87 in juke, which I like using a lot, but he's only got like a 77 in spin, so I don't know how that works. Like, he's not that good at spinning, but he'll spin faster. So not exactly sure what the net result of that is, but hey, up in the ratings, giving them new abilities, you know, it's fine by me. 2-minute warning. Let's get an interception here, maybe a sack or two. End this game in style. Overall, good game. I was getting a little worried. I mean, it was 10-0 at the beginning of the game. Sometimes road games, it had the feel of an upset. Because when I started, like I said, the first 2 drives, they just drove straight down the field. My defense looked like Swiss cheese. Ramsey was getting burnt by Michael Thomas, something bad. And then, like, just little things, like they would kick off, and when my returner had it, they would be like, they'd slam him when they got, like they were hit sticking him and stuff, and I was like, oh, it's just one of them games, like every little thing they do. As you can see, Damian Williams actually has a pretty healthy run average, because he was running pretty well. They got away from the run, of course, when they started throwing interceptions. But now look at this no huddle. Come on, bud. Oh, Jalen. There's a pick waiting to happen. But they got away from the run, and even like their offensive line, who I said is not real good on paper, they were blocking well too. So they're running the ball well. They were getting me with Michael Thomas constantly, and it had the feel of an upset. And my team's not really built to come back. They're built to run the ball control, play with the lead, play defense, and that's the end of the game. But hey, take it. 7-0. Maybe they should rehire Jeff Fisher. But either way, Succaneer week 7. Thanks for checking in, guys. Ross and Thurber, not a perfect game, but 300 yards. Sony Michel, 5 touchdowns. Onward we go. I believe next week there's a bye week. So, gonna have the bye. After the bye, keep going on this run. Have a good one, guys.